Today, I want to teach you about some things that I did wrong when I started my YouTube channel and the dangers of YouTube being a complete money trap and flushing so much money down the drain. When you start a YouTube channel, it is completely free, which is amazing. And most people have the tools they need in the modern day to create videos because almost everyone has a smartphone with a camera good enough for YouTube. And we've all seen channels that have cameras that are not even that great, but creativity wins the day and those channels become popular with creative editing. And now phones are powerful enough that you could even edit videos off of your phone and upload them directly to YouTube from your phone. Technology is amazing, but at the same time, there are a lot of hidden costs and sneaky marketing schemes that try to get you to waste your money in hopes of becoming famous on YouTube. I have lost thousands of dollars this year trying to make YouTube videos. Well, not trying, I've made YouTube videos, but I've learned about different tools that have been completely useless to me, and I wanted to share the information. It's kind of a disclaimer. And I'm going to start off by stating that I'm not saying that all of these tools I'm going to mention are a complete waste of money or time, but remember, everything is marketing, and these tools and the people who make them are trying to convince you that you need them in order for them to make money. And they could even be good tools, but if you're not ready to use them, the timing is not right, you're going to be throwing your money down the drain, and it's going to be a sad day over here. My first thing is I started a YouTube channel before I started this one, and it was a faceless channel where I basically made funny parody documentaries about how cats are trying to take over the world. And I ended up making AI generated images of cats that were really cute and like in really fantastical situations. The images were beautiful, and ultimately I was spending $80 Canadian a month. So I was spending $60 US dollars a month to have a subscription to Leonardo AI, which is a really great AI image generator. And when you look at the promises and promotions for this video generation tool, they make a tall order and make it seem like you're going to be getting a lot for this tool. At the end of the day, you didn't get that much. And they do have a free version of this tool which you could try out. You get so many credits that you could use on a monthly basis, and it is pretty great, but the application of this tool was really exaggerated. And in the end, I had to cancel my subscription because I stopped using it. Of course, I stopped using that channel, but at first I was making content for this channel as well, where I created funny images in the AI and kind of used them as B-roll in the video. The tool allowed you to kind of animate the images kind of. And at the end of the day, I didn't think the quality was high enough, especially for spending almost $100 a month on it. And so for about 6 months, I wasted that money. So that is like almost $600 I wasted on a tool that kind of led to nothing substantial. For a while, I was going to make t-shirt designs on it that I thought I would create t-shirts and sell. I still do want to make t-shirts, but I just don't think that tool is the right tool for creating the designs for the t-shirts. I think you could get the same for much less somewhere else, and it lacked so many features that I thought would be useful to me, like creating related images that have similarities in order to convey a story during storytelling. This was not possible. If I'd known this, maybe I wouldn't even have tried the subscription. And I tried to make this happen so much in vain. So first example is Leonardo AI. Second example is going to be another AI, and that is ChatGPT. So ChatGPT, I actually do subscribe for the premium account, which is, I forget how much it is, but I think it's ends up being $30 Canadian a month. Maybe it's 20 USD a month. And that is not as much as I was spending on Leonardo AI, but it is very expensive. And do I really use it to its fullest? I don't think I do. When I subscribe to it, they just released the update where you could create your own custom GPTs. And I created a couple custom GPTs for my channels to kind of help, create video descriptions and help optimize SEO. And tailor those descriptions and titles and whatnot for the interests of my specific channel. And I even uploaded training documents, Google best practices documents to help it with SEO practices. But it really seems that that was all pointless and meaningless. And that if I just use the free version of ChatGPT, I would get just as good of a result. And it seems that it is easier to go into my custom GPT and not have to explain, this is who I am, this is my voice, this is what it is. But I could just as easily create a prompt in a Word document that I copy and paste anytime I want to create a description or whatnot. And then I don't need to have it saved in a custom GPT. So that is $30 a month I'm wasting every month on ChatGPT. For whatever reason, I haven't canceled ChatGPT. I'm hoping something miraculous happens in the next couple months, but I am very close to canceling it. And one thing that I am close to canceling it for, or something I was close to canceling it for, was switching over to vidIQ. vidIQ has turned into an AI platform that generates titles for your videos, even generates thumbnails for your videos, gives you suggestions on how to edit your thumbnails, gives you suggestions on how to edit your titles, and how to implement SEO in your description and in your tags. And it seemed really magical, and it came with a 1-week free trial. And then after that, it's like $50 a month, which is really wild. Or you could buy a whole year membership and it ends up being $17 a month, which means you're spending like $200 US a year in advance, which is like, that's a big purchase to swallow right off the top when I'm basically self-supporting this channel. So I'm just gonna make the best out of this free trial. And it was really exciting at first because you upload a video, and then I usually upload a video and I don't edit the title or anything. I wait till it uploads and then I start fooling around with it there. And right away you see on the interface for vidIQ that it gives you a score, like this is your current title, this is a score. And usually it's just the file title of the video, so it's bad. And it suggests a better title. And then it'll suggest a thumbnail. And if you upload your own thumbnail, it gives you a score out of 100, saying, oh, this is how good your thumbnail is. And it even uses AI to analyze it, and it breaks down why it is good or isn't good. And it gives you suggestions on how to fix the thumbnail. And at first glance, this is actually very helpful. And I was really impressed because it even said, there's a cat in this thumbnail and this cat looks like excited, and it really plays the emotion of this. But because the human in the thumbnail just has like a general look on their face and it doesn't add to it, so it kind of seems like a glazed over stock image. It gives really detailed analysis of your thumbnails, which I thought was really cool. And it led me to this phase of a couple of weeks where I really vamped up my thumbnails and put a lot of effort into spending more time in creating them based on the feedback I was constantly getting from vidIQ. I also used it to fine-tune my titles and to help me pick hashtags for my videos. Even though vidIQ videos that they place on their own YouTube channel say that hashtags are irrelevant and that YouTube doesn't really care about those in their algorithm anymore, it's still like focuses on the importance of them within the app itself. So that's kind of strange, just saying, but I did it all. And the funny thing is, I noticed a significant drop in my viewership ever since I started using vidIQ, which is extremely strange. I mean, my viewership was not, I'm a new YouTuber. I've been doing this for almost 3 months, less than 3 months. I've lost track of time now, but I'm a new YouTuber and I think it's about 3 months. And right now I average, I post a video that people maybe aren't that interested in because I'm just talking about my day-to-day life or things I'm interested in personally, figuring this all out. And my videos will average between 50 and 100 views. And then I'll have outlier videos that get thousands of views, which is super cool. Thank you for seeing those. But I'd say I get 100 views on most of my videos, 50 views, and I think that's cool. But all the videos that I use vidIQ to optimize the title and thumbnail, for some reason, all those videos got 20 views. So what gives? All of a sudden I start optimizing with this tool, this very premiumly priced tool, and then those videos get less viewership than ever. Worse than when I first started my channel with virtually no subscribers, with literally no subscribers except for my little sister. Shout out to you, you're awesome. So vidIQ has been a disappointment. I did cancel after my free trial and I did not subscribe to it. Some days I am tempted to subscribe, but I just don't think it's worth the money at this point. Maybe I'm not using it properly, but I was getting really high scores on my thumbnails and titles for these videos, and then the views just weren't converting. Whereas when I didn't use this tool and I just used ChatGPT or just did what I wanted, it seemed like I got higher viewership. So yeah, that's something I noticed. Something funny I also noticed was they have a completely different ranking system where if you look at a video, it has this panel on the side of the video when you have it installed in your browser, and it kind of analyzes the video and rates it on best practices of SEO and different things. And then I've been contacted by a couple of digital marketers recently who kind of use a screenshot of one of my videos and say, hey, this is the video. You want to hire me to help you with your SEO because this is what can improve. Look at the score that you got. On the side, your scores are so low for search engine optimization. And I'm like, I do search engine optimization. I do put time into that for all of my videos. So I look at the screenshots they provided, and lo and behold, it's a screenshot of them using vidIQ in the vidIQ scoring system. So I'm like, what's going on here? Because I use vidIQ to set up the SEO optimization for my videos. And I waited until they were highly optimized before I was happy with posting them. So then I went on those videos that I did optimize with vidIQ, and it turns out that this whole rating system for SEO optimization is completely different and unrelated to the thumbnail naming and titling of the video, which is really bizarre. I don't know why you wouldn't incorporate it into the whole process. Why would you make me believe and almost subscribe to your service thinking that like I was doing this really good thing, and at the end, like your same service is turning around and saying, oh, your SEO optimization is crap. Like, what gives? So especially because of that point, it makes it really hard for me to trust vidIQ. Why would you need such an elaborate process of posting your video and then going back afterward and seeing these different factors? I don't know why those factors couldn't have been taken into consideration initially when you're posting the video and setting up the SEO. So I think vidIQ is a waste of money, and that is why I do not recommend it. And then lastly, I've spent a lot of money on equipment for this channel to begin with. And the funniest thing is my videos with the most views are with my old phone that I already had. And, you know, I just one shot, one and done, no editing. And those are my most successful videos on the channel. Since then, I've gone to buy a new phone because I had audio issues on my own phone. I bought multiple microphones, a gimbal. I've spent thousands of dollars. Probably if you add it up, I've spent $3,500, almost $4,000 on buying a new phone, accessories for the phone, getting used to the new phone, trying out new accessories that didn't work, sometimes returning them, sometimes missing the return window, getting a stockpile on things that I don't need, including external hard drives and batteries, and all these things, superfluous mobile lighting, and some things that are just unusable. And when you go to your day-to-day life, you're not going to use it, and they have a limited use case. And so that is thousands of dollars that I spent on this YouTube channel that I didn't need to spend, because if I would have just been patient and tried to figure out another way to get through those sound issues, then I could have used my old Pixel phone, and it seems like everyone was happy with it anyway. Is the video quality better on this iPhone? In some ways, yes. Is it harder to edit? Is it harder to deal with and go from shooting to post-production to posting on YouTube? It is so much more complex and so much more time consuming. At the end of the day, I try to justify it to myself by being like, this is forcing me to innovate and inch closer to becoming like a real filmmaker. But at the end of the day, I didn't need to spend that money, and it's very disappointing. I went through this depression recently where I regretted buying my iPhone, but I bought it months ago now. I can't return it. It's way too late. It's a good phone, but in some ways, I just still prefer the Google Pixel. In many ways in the software, it is superior. And, you know, a big thing that was the big selling point on this phone was that it has Apple Log. And turns out, like, Android users have been shooting in log for years. They don't have the format natively encoded in their phone, developed by Google, but then you can get third-party applications that have log encoding that use the native Google camera, which in some ways is better than the iPhone camera. In many ways, it's better. and it's much more user-friendly where it's just point and click. Whereas iPhone, you can't just point and click with this camera. It takes a lot of work to make it look not like crap, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions. So that's a disappointment. But I mean, I do dream of having a MacBook Pro someday. There's things I want to do with the MacBook Pro. I can't do with the PC, but that's maybe another conversation for another time. So these are the main things I've wasted money on. I think if you're starting a new channel, just start with what you have, okay? And maybe get a microphone, but like look into it. You don't need to spend a lot of money. Get a simple microphone. When you spend less than a couple $1,000s on a microphone, you're gonna have problems with it, okay? You're gonna have problems with everything, all of your equipment when you begin. And I have a feeling even if you got premium expensive equipment, you're gonna have problems with it too, anyway. So don't spend money like I did on problems. I had problems in the beginning. It made me anxious and made me really want solutions fast. And that's how people get you with their products. Because I went out and I bought a new phone and a whole bunch of new equipment. It was thousands of dollars and I didn't need it. I'm learning to use it. I can't return it and I'm grateful for it. But at the same time, there's a bitterness in my heart that's there a bit because I didn't need it. Especially now that I'm editing old travel videos that I shot on my Pixel in 1080p from a couple years ago. And I'm editing those in the videos for this channel now. And I'm seeing how good the quality is of those videos that maybe I don't need to jump to 4K right away just because that's the current standard. You know, you live, you learn. Now I'm gonna push forward since I've already started pushing forward, but if I could turn back time, I would not buy this iPhone or I would have returned it a week later. Yeah, don't waste your money, man.